Alrighty, guys, give me one quick second. I just need to make sure that this privacy is right, and it is. So we are good. All right, so I need you guys to come on in real quick. Come on in the room. I am about to go live real quick. So y'all come on in, come on in. I don't know if I'm gonna go live on. I think I'm gonna just, you know what? I think I'm gonna just do it from Facebook, and I'm gonna tell y'all why in one quick second. Um, Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Cause let me tell you what's happening. Normally, when I simulcast, I have multiple devices going. So, and not only that, but most of the time when I simulcast, I am doing it um from my educated and empowered page. But what had happened was, and where's my people? Y'all give me a second. I want to tag some folks real quick because hold on. I need for people to be here. Hopefully you guys are coming on. It take me a minute, but I'm trying to tag some folks because of the message that I have today. So I want to especially everybody who has voted. You guys already voted. You voted for me. So I want to tag you in this special thank you message. Because as you all know, election is over. And so I do want to, as I said, I want to um, talk to you guys. Hold on. So hopefully, as you come on, please feel free to say hello and just disregard me because y'all know it take me a minute to text and type and all of that type of stuff. So, but I am trying to get everybody, or I won't be able to get everybody, but I definitely want to. Hold on, I'm trying to tag a few different people that I know. So y'all just hold on a second. Serena, what is Serena's last name? Uh, uh, uh. Y'all know when you just like forget somebody's name that quick, like you know their name, but you can't think about their name. Yeah, it's one of them. Okay, yeah, that's another one. Hold on. Maybe, yep. Hold on. There we go. All right, hold on. Y'all stay patient with me, okay? Stay patient with me. Know that I'm appreciating all of y'all and y'all will understand why in a minute it's taking me forever and 10 days to do this. So y'all just give me a quick second. Hold on, give me a quick second. I hate when it does that. Let me see. I'm still waiting for folks to join me. So till I get everybody on here, I'm gonna keep doing my tags. So wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I hate when it does that. Okay, hold on. Hold on. See, this is what I'm talking about. Hey, Stephanie. Thank y'all for tuning in. Everybody that's coming on. And I did not even hold on. Real shares. I mean, okay. Uh, I'm almost done, y'all. Hold on. I think that is probably everybody. Hold on that I want to. Because I done tagged like a slew of folks. I done tagged a slew of people up in here. So I think that's about my list. So I think that should be enough. That should be enough. Okay, so tag the slew of people, and it's the reason why I tagged the people that I tagged. So you guys, so really quickly, I want to, first of all, I want to apologize for coming on a little bit late, but I'm so happy. Let me tell you, I was late. I was late. I just came back from doctor's appointment with my baby. Well, not my baby, but she's my baby. Hey, Miss Twyla. So if you guys see the title of this, it says and why is my internet trying to act a fool? Hopefully I do not. Hopefully, we're good and you guys can see me because on here it looks like I'm a little blurry. So I'm hoping that I'm not freezing. You guys can let me know whether or not I'm freezing on your end. Because again, I'm not sure why my internet, it should not be shaky. But as you all come on, please say hello so that way I can know that you are watching. I normally do not prolong the time, but I kind of am wanting some of you guys to be in today. I'm not going to be on long. I probably will be on for maybe about 15 minutes, if that. So I need you guys to come on, tag folks. If you know anybody that voted for me, tag them. Anybody that live in Chicago, tag them because it's a good chance that they may have voted for me. And so I tagged like a slew up at top. But if you know other people, get them on here because I want to give a quick election update. But like I say, the reason why I'm coming in late, I was trying to rush, but my oldest daughter, many of you may have seen the post, but we recently learned that she is expecting, and I am super duper excited. I'm going to be a Grammy for the first time, and I'm excited because she is the same age having her first child as I was having her. And so I'm excited about that, about what this life is going to look like. And that's why I kind of titled it, like, even though I lost, I still won. So we will go into, the election. And again, I ain't got to recap it. Everything on Facebook, y'all already know that you got a whole new president and President Trump. Thank you, Stephanie. But listen, this is just my own personal 2 cents. And matter of fact, it ain't even got to be two. It could be 1.5 cents. Okay. I am a type of person that if I'm not willing to do anything about a problem on whatever the level, if it's in my household, if it's on my job, if it's in my church, like I'm not going to complain about a problem if I'm not going to do something about the problem, right? And so one of the issues that I have is like all of the people that I see, I like to call them keyboard warriors. All of the people that I see that have so much to say about either way it go, Trump or Harris, like where were what are we doing? Right. So, like, yeah, I did run for office, but running for office is not something that a quote unquote special person has to do. Like we see Donald Trump had never even been in like the political world at all. This man only had a business background. Most people prior to Donald Trump being president, most people who had approached the presidential line or whatever, they had been something in politics. They had been a lawyer, or they've been a senator, or there was some type of previous political experience. Well, Donald Trump showed us, hey, you don't have to have no political experience. You can be a felon. You can be, literally whatever. And you can still just have enough people and or money on your side and get people to vote for you, right? But here's my point. It's so many people that still don't really understand how the world works. At the end of the day, we got people that only want to come out every 4 years to vote, and a whole lot of people didn't even come out to do that. So for me, if you're not going to do anything to be a part of the solution, you don't get to complain about the problem. If you are not talking to your congressperson, if you are not trying to do something at the local level to affect change on the local level, then just talking about everything after the fact, what good is that doing? Like, okay, you want to get whatever off your chest, but at the end of the day, this ain't me saying that I like Trump because I didn't vote for him. and so the point that I'm making is, but right still just is right. At the end of the day, we hated being under him back in 2016 to 2020, but apparently a lot of people didn't hate being under him, because look at how many people actually did vote for him. You see what I'm saying? Am I saying that I'm in favor of Project 2025? Absolutely not. It's so many things that he talked about that I find to be outright despicable. But I'm just gonna tell you this: I don't necessarily know that Kamala Harris was gonna be so much better either. But this show that I'm here for now, this ain't me even coming to tell you about how I felt one way or the other. Like, typically, if you guys heard me say anything on the political front, I was either telling you about my office that I was running for, or I'm just trying to educate and empower you guys holistically. No bias. I'm not telling you who I'm voting for, who I'm not voting for. I'm not telling you who to vote for, who not to vote for. But what I was trying to tell people was that it was important to vote. It's important to educate yourself about whatever matters. But it's like, it's nothing more irritating than to see everybody want to come in after the fact. Hey, Valencia. Hey, Nicole. It's nothing more irritating. Am I blurry on y'all's end? Because when I'm looking at on my phone, I'm blurry. So on my laptop, I'm fine, but on my phone, I'm blurry. So can y'all tell me, am I blurry? Can y'all hear me? Am I freezing? Somebody type in the comments so I can know one way or the other. But nothing irritates me more than people who don't want to be a part of the solution, but you want to talk about everything that happened after it's over. So, like, for all those people, that ain't cool. So maybe, hopefully, moving forward, people will figure out how they can get involved, because it's so easy to talk about other people who doing it from the sidelines. Jump in the game. Be part of the solution. Don't tell everybody else what all they could do and how they should do it. How about you help too? Like, that's just like, when you have these sports analysts, right? And I'm finna move forward after this, y'all, because I told you I ain't gonna be on here long. I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me whether or not I'm freezing or if I'm clear. Y'all put that in the comments for me. But it's just like when you have people who are sports analysts. If you've never played the game, but you sit on the sideline and you want to talk about all the people who, okay, thanks, Twyla. But when you're a person that you ain't never played the game before, how could you dare critique somebody who going there night in, night out? I don't care if it's somebody who normally just coming off of the bench. They doing more than you. All you did was figure out how to get a job where you have to sit down and watch them do it, right? One thing that I've learned, I've never been a political person. I told y'all this whole run, I'm not a politician. I still maintain that. But one of the things that happened between my run this time and my run back in 2022 was I kind of learned how things was going. And I'm gonna tell y'all this, for me personally, one of the reasons why I don't count my loss a loss is because, not for nothing, I don't know what it's going to look like to work in government with somebody like a Donald Trump as president, right? So I always go to, Romans 8 and 28. We know all things work together for good, right? So when you are a person who is asked God to order your steps, a loss ain't always a loss, right? Just because it don't look like you may have wanted it to look, don't mean like it's actually a loss. Like, who knows what God is protecting me from in everything that happens. So I'm gonna just say it like that. But let's get to it. The bottom line is, if you guys, you've probably already got it. It was a blue win, okay? And that is no surprise. The irony that I'm actually wearing blue today, right? That was not coincidental, because I don't believe in coincidence. But no, I was not. Anyway, focus. Um, Illinois is a blue state, point blank, period. I don't even know how long it's been, but it's been for a very, 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 very long time. Illinois is a blue state. I knew that getting involved with the Green Party. Okay, one of the reasons why I liked the Green Party, and I've always maintained, I don't necessarily like politics of any color, but for me, at the point when I joined the Green Party 4 years ago, it was their principles that really got me connected to them, because it didn't feel like a political atmosphere. Well, as of late, some things was changing even on that front. But in general, Green Party was not cutthroat like how, we'll just say, other political parties are. Okay. So the point that I'm making is, I already understood running on behalf of the Greens, there's going to be huge discrimination next year faced, right? And I ain't talking about just because I'm a woman, just because I'm black. That's its own show for another time. But being a part of the minority political party as well, it's so many tables that we are not invited to, right? But please don't cry for me, Argentina. This is not me. This isn't a sob story. I came in very well aware, because 2 years ago, whatever I didn't know, I learned. And then I decided to run again, right? Now, again, this is probably going to be my last run, but I said that 2 years ago. But for real, I believe this time is going to be my last run. Um, there are people who are career politicians. I don't know that that's what I want to do with my time, because it takes a lot to run a campaign. My campaign could have admittedly been run better, but let me tell y'all something. What I know is that there was a lot of things going on in my personal life during the time that campaigning should have been happening, and I don't apologize for it. When campaigning should have been happening, I got a daughter that's graduating from high school, that's going to college. I have three daughters. My three older daughters are all in college. So during the summertime, I'm getting all of them prepped for college. I got a freshman, a sophomore, and a senior. Unapologetically, I'm there for them. Unapologetically, we're packing up my daughter to go to Clark Atlanta, during this time. And I told the political party, y'all, I don't really care what y'all come up with, because for me, again, I'm not a politician. I'm a wife, I'm a mother first, period. Like, my family is going to always come first. One of the reasons, being in the profession I'm in, why I would not sign on with a traditional company, is because nobody other than my family is going to tell me what it is that I need to be doing with my life. Nobody don't get to prioritize my life over myself. You see what I'm trying to say? So I was okay with taking a loss. If me being there for my children meant that I wasn't going to be able to be at this particular event, I won't make the event. And okay, I'll take whatever comes with that. So this is why I try to say, like, I'm unapologetic for what it is, because at the end of the day, office or no office, my family is still intact. My children know that I'm there for them. And I've always made sure that that has been my priority, right? Somebody else may not have run a campaign the way that I did, but you could have ran your own campaign. And I don't mean to be smart, I don't mean to be sarcastic. I'm telling you what's good for me. At the end of the day, Tennille could lay down with herself. Tennille was happy with herself. Tennille had peace about her decisions, and I would make the exact same decisions again. So at the end of the day, my sister would say at the end of the day, the day gonna end. But in either case, I want to thank everybody who took the time to vote for me, because even though I may not have run a full time campaign, I was still running my campaign. I was still on the phone. I was still, doing a phone tree. I was still passing out flyers, getting other people to pass out flyers, getting other people to help me on social media stuff. So we were still doing what it was that we could do. I still went to a few in-person events, but at the end of the day, and it's not making an excuse, it's very difficult to win when you are not, if you're in a blue state, it's hard to win if you're not blue. The Democratic machine is real. I can't tell you how many rooms that I've, first, I'm grateful because there were rooms this time that I got invited to that I did not get invited to last time, right? Like last time, there were things that we didn't know about until after the fact. But there were so many tables that I did get invited to that they told me all top, We don't endorse nothing other than Democrats. So when you get people coming out their mouths telling you that if you're not a Democrat, we don't endorse you, then what do? You take advantage of the moment that you have. And at the end of the day, guess what? Even if you're not going to endorse me, you're going to know who I am before I leave out that room. At the end of the day, even if you don't endorse me, you're going to know more about the Green Party than you ever did before I entered the room. So I understood the assignment. Like some people would look at that and be defeated, feel defeated. But baby, I educate and empower. This is what I do. I've been doing it for well over a decade. I didn't just, start a campaign. I didn't just start saying this because it sounds catchy. I educate and empower, whether I do it through my books, my movies, my music, my organizations. Like, this is what I do and who I am. And so for me, this whole political office was just the thing that I was going to educate and empower on now. So at the end of the day, I understood the assignment. At the end of the day, there are a whole lot more people that know about the Green Party than ever did before I started running. So whether I won the election or not, I still won in that what it was that I was looking to do, I was able to accomplish. And so, that's what I want for other people to get out of this. I want for you to understand the bigger lesson, because this is Words of Wisdom Wednesday. The bigger lesson, and I touched on it, I want to say maybe yesterday, the day before, you have to understand this when you're doing stuff. Now, I don't care what stuff it is. I don't care if you're a parent, a partner, an entrepreneur. And my sister and I were talking about this. A lot of times, and especially if you are a believer, catch me with this. If you ask God to order your steps, right? Again, I'm talking to believers real quick. If you're not a believer, then just step out the room for a second. If you are a believer and if you ask God to order your steps, then what happens is he's going to order them for you. Now, where confusion comes at is that the Bible says our thoughts are not like his thoughts, nor are our ways his ways. So for many of us, we might have a particular thing in mind. We might have a particular outcome in mind. So, hey, if I'm going to start this, then what winning looks like to me is winning the election. But for God, what winning looks like may be who did you reach, who was impacted. Do you see what I'm saying? So I have been acquainted with him long enough to understand, to trust him, to understand that it might not always look the way that I thought it was going to look, but as long as I walk in obedience, then it's still going to end up the way it's supposed to end up, right? And so that's where I'm at with the whole thing. There is nothing in my heart that is sad. There's nothing in my heart that has any resentment, because at the end of the day, I know if I serve Ephesians 3:20 God, he's able to do exceeding abundantly above all, right, that I could possibly ask or think. So if it wasn't this, then that means that there's something better. And so I just, with patience, am waiting to see what the next thing is, what the better thing is. And while I'm waiting, I'm going to be so excited about the fact of my grandbaby coming. I'm going to be so excited about being able to be in the capacity for my daughter that I was not able to receive from my mom when I was pregnant with her, right? I'm going to be so excited about still being able to educate and empower, because again, at the end of the day, I don't care what it looked like, whether I'm a podcaster, a coach, a speaker, like I'm still going to do what I do, right? I just didn't get to do it in a political arena. And I ain't mad, because again, I say your girl ain't a politician. I'm a public servant. I've been serving y'all for a long time. And as long as the Lord gives me strength in my body, I'm going to be doing that probably until the day I take my last breath. But I want to, in true Tennille fashion, and we're about to end, y'all, because I went a little bit longer than I said I was going to. But I'm about to end it. I don't know if y'all remember when I first had started. Hey, Bunny, how are you, ma'am? Thanks so much for tuning in. When I first started this run, I told y'all I was supposed to be doing some theme songs, right? To tell y'all about MWRD. So I think the first theme song that I did was the Beverly Hills Hillbilly songs. Y'all remember that? Tell you a story about the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District, how it all began. 1889, now commissioners from Cook County, whatever it was. Y'all remember that one. And then I did one with the Brady Bunch theme. Here's a story of the MWRD, whatever that was, right? So I felt it would be only appropriate to thank you from my heart, from the bottom of my heart, to thank all of you. What? Golden Girl style. Y'all ready? Everybody remember Golden Girls? All right, I got to get my words, y'all, so that way I don't jack it up. All right, here we go. So this is from me to you. And again, y'all make sure y'all share this, but from me to you, and I may do a reel with this, just in case everybody don't get it. But let's do it. Hey, Miss Mary. Ready, set, and go. Thank you for voting for me. Dun, 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 dun. MWRD. Your heart was there. You showed me how much you really care. Mm-mm. And if I would have wanted, I would have invited every one of you. So you could see that your vote helped indeed. But no matter what, I'm still saying thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being my friend. So thank y'all so much, very much. Thank you, everybody who voted for me. I do not want for you to feel that your vote was in vain. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it so much. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This was kind of like an unconventional, educated and empowered. And that's how come it came on I was on my main page on Facebook because I wanted to be connected to all of my friends. But again, you guys make sure that if you have not already liked the Educated and Empowered Facebook page, make sure that you like and follow that page, because when I go live Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, typically every Wednesday, but when I go live, I am normally coming live from that page. Okay. So tomorrow, when we're talking about professional development, I'll be talking about something in the literary realm tomorrow. So that will be from the Educated and Empowered page, whether on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and even Noon Vibe. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And until next time, you guys stay inspired.